Hey, it's me, Lora-Lee here, getting it right online, and we're right on time, even a minute early. So I'm going to give it a few minutes so that we can populate. Maybe someone's going to come and join us on live. I am here to talk about content planning masterclass, and it just excites me to talk about this subject. Since joining Facebook, I think in 2010 when I moved to Saskatchewan, things have sure changed since then. I'm doing lives. I mean, if you had told me when I first started with my company that I would be doing lives and training my team and other people on Facebook, I would have told you right where to go and how fast to get there. I remember the first time we ranked up I ranked up my team, and we had to go on a team call, and there weren't even like lives. There's no this kind of stuff, and we never ever like a Zoom or anything, and we had to go on a call to talk about how we ranked up and to congratulate us or whatever kind of thing. I remember bawling all the time. Every time I had to talk about myself, I bawled. Just cried like a baby. Yep. Like, my husband was down in the corner and telling me to slow down talking because I talk low fairly often, but I do talk fast. That's kind of a family tradition. So I'm happy to be here. Again, talking about content planning. Hope some people that are going to join us live. If you're watching this live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching as a replay, give me a hashtag replay. I am very excited to be here. A little bit about myself. I come from a small town here in Strongfield, Saskatchewan, Canada. What do you think is a small town? For me, a small town would have been about 1,000 to 1,500 maybe. Now this town here that I'm outside of is 30 people, and I swear they counted the dogs. Like, our farm isn't even included in that, right? Because we're in the municipality for farms, so they don't include us in this little township that they have. But yeah, it has a restaurant that's closed, and we have mailboxes. Otherwise, there's not much in our town. So I grew my business totally online when I started. So this is where I am. I'm always on top of my company. For 9 years now, I've been on the top of my company. We have a huge sale in Black Friday, and I'm always in the top 10, always. Last year I was number 3 of all of North America, not just Canada. So those are kind of tell you what I do and who I am, and I'm proud to be here and be able to share some of my gifts and knowledge with you. So content planning, with what's going on in the world, it's interesting on how things are more online and the pull of online, right? Online marketing, especially with the pandemic that happened, or pandemic, however you want to talk about it, how it all happened and how it really grew, and how people, like, more households are now having an online side gig, if you want to call it, a side hustle, more income. I mean, if we can make up to $500 to $1,000 extra a month, that could change a household life like you would believe, right? So we're going to talk about that, how you can plan I'm going to do a week's planning for you in just a matter of minutes, okay? So it's really quite simple. There's going to be 3 parts to it. The first part is the branding buckets. So those are, whether they're branding buckets, branding barrels, whether they're themes, like whatever you want to call them, there's going to be 5 of them, okay? And you can choose them to be what you like, but I'm going to give you kind of a what I would call kind of a basis as what your buckets should be like. Personal points that you can pull out stuff whenever you need to, okay? So that's kind of what they're going to be on. The first one is going to be your personal bucket. That's your lifestyle, your family, photography. I know I like taking my phone everywhere and taking pictures and posting my own pictures and putting my little logo on them, putting my double L on them. Those kind of things, those are what people need to see, and they need to see who you are. So that's your personal branding bucket, okay? Number 2 is your industry bucket. Not necessarily products, okay? It can just be the industry. It could be direct sales, whether you're in health and wellness, whether you're in finance, whether you're in makeup, beauty, whatever you want to call it. Those are kind of the industry that you're in, okay? Not necessarily all about your products, okay? And then number 3 is your entrepreneurial bucket. So if you're like me, we have multiple streams of income, and that's what we need. We need multiple streams of income. Now, I'm not saying you need multiple direct sales companies. That's not what I mean. I mean that you need to have multiple streams of income, okay? Totally different. But anyway, I want you to show that kind of a bucket as a sneak peek into what your world looks like and what your business looks like, and to what books you're reading, what podcasts you're listening to, and you as a leader, what that looks like, what maybe some team successes. Those kind of types of things. Those are what you look like as a leader in your company, even though you're not going to talk about your company. Curiosity on these posts, okay? Inspirational bucket. We motivate and inspire others, because that's what we do as a leader. We motivate and inspire others, right? So that's the number 4 bucket, which is a fairly easy one for me to do, because I, for years, did nothing but quotes every morning and had a lot of followers, okay? Until I recently changed my personal branding and used these buckets. Then you have number 5 is your hobby bucket, okay? Whether I'm a barrel racer, I go barrel racing again this weekend. I'm supposed to go tonight, but it looks like it's going to be a storm hitting, so I'm kind of going to jam out of that one. I don't like to get wet. Whether you're crafts, sports, whatever you like to do, those are the kind of things, whatever your hobby is, that's what I want you to talk about, okay? So those are your 5 buckets that you can pull from every day, okay? And you can plan these weeks. You can sit down, have those buckets in your head, and we're going to start now part 2, which is pulling out your star content, okay? So you're going to choose a bucket, and then we're going to create a topic for our live. Yes, I'm saying live. We should all of us, be going live at least once a week, okay? And I'm going to give you the topic that you can talk about, okay? Your star content. So this is what you talk about whenever whatever your star content is. That's what we're going to do your live on, and then we're going to do 4 other posts for that one, okay? So that's 5 posts. The four ones that you're going to talk about, the 4 types, are the filter types. Number 1 is inspire. Number 2 is educate. Number 3 is entertain, and number 4 is engage, okay? Those are the kind of posts that we're going to talk about with our star content. So if this is a little bit confusing, just bear with me. Hopefully you're taking some notes too, but it is going to make a lot of sense here in just a few minutes, okay? So I'm going to give you an example on how to do it, okay? So let's pick an industry bucket like health and wellness, okay? So say your company is into health and wellness. Maybe they have supplements, maybe they have skincare, maybe they have like collagen, like whatever they have. I'm just going to pick something that we can talk about, okay? So the one thing you're going to talk about is health and wellness. And so this, because you have health and wellness, now we got to narrow that down even more, okay? So pick one of your products if you want. Pick a product like an energy drink, okay? So you have a really organic, healthy energy drink, you can talk about that. Something that you can talk about, but not necessarily show the name of, right? You know what I mean? And it's something that everybody's looking for every day is energy, correct? I mean, how many of us get tired in the afternoon, you have something to eat, and you think, okay, where's the couch? I know my husband has a permanent ass print on that couch and a head print, knowing that that's where he does. If he's home and not working, he is on that couch after he has something after lunch. And I think it's just a habit, but whatever. So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about. That's your live. It's going to be talking about energy. Now, does it have to talk about your exact product? No, but you can plug your product in every now and then if that's what you have, okay? So your industry, like I said, it's not necessarily about your product, but you can have a plug in there all the time, okay? So let's say you have your live topic is about energy. Where do you get it from? Do you lose energy? Do you have a quick fix? I mean, you can have lots of topics that you can Google to let people know where they can get more energy, whether it's their diet, whether it's their more sleep, whether it's these energy drinks. You can focus on your products, but make sure you're making it a curiosity post, saying, like, for instance, my husband and I don't drink coffee. So when we travel, and even when he's working, he hauls gravel he gravels the roads here in our county. He takes these energy drinks because he doesn't drink coffee. So that gives him a boost after he has something to eat, so he doesn't want to nap on the middle of the road, on the side of the road, or fall asleep driving. But those are the kind of things that you can tell. Stories, sell, facts, tell, right? Facts, tell, stories, sell. Those are the kind of things you got to remember. Always have a story, right, okay? But that's your live talking. That's your number 1 post, okay? You can do that for the week. You can put that anywhere. Like for me, I do things on Wicked Wednesday, I call it, because those are my live days. This, again, like right now, I do everything for my lives. I book around Wednesdays. So those are my days for that. The next one we're going to talk about is next different type of post is inspire. So you can pick up your product. You can do a motivational quote saying this, but make sure it's organic. Make sure you're not just going to Pinterest or Googling and having some post come up and it's all about, it's something that's been refurbished or something, right? Like make your own, okay? Whether it's a picture of you that you use on Canva and you can make your transparent yourself in the back and put the quote up front. I'm hopefully going to have this soon ready to go, my Canva training, which is going to be amazing too. But you need to do things organically. And by I mean organically, I mean it's your own stuff, okay? That has your logo on it, those kind of things. If you need to look for a branding, someone that can help you get branded, don't get me wrong, we can find somebody for you to do that too. Like you can say the sugar high if you're talking about energy. You can just do something to inspire somebody, okay? Number 3 is going to be educate. You're going to research the energy drinks. You're going to, the pros and cons, of course, if it's your energy drink, you're going to know the pros and cons of it. Hopefully there's no cons if you're selling it and sharing it. You can go and if you're educating, you can go and find out other ways, like for meals, for vegetables. You can look up those kind of things as to how to get more energy too. Like I said, Google can tell you anything, okay? And YouTube, they're great. Number 4 one is going to be entertain. Do a funny one somehow, again, using Canva, or make sure they're your pictures and stuff. That you can make a funny one so that people are kind of laughing at you, and maybe you can look funny with a picture, going making yourself look like a goof. You know, that helps. People, I know I'd like to do that. People like to laugh at me. I like to laugh at myself more than anything. Number 5 is going to be an engagement post, because you want a call to action at CTA. Okay, so you're going to say, always ask. You're going to ask a question. Ask some kind of question. What do you use for energy? Would you like to have more energy? If I gave you a sample, would you try it and tell me what you think? Those kind of questions. So, like, call to action, okay? There, you got 5 posts. 5 posts, and we didn't take very long, right? We haven't been talking very long, right? And you can do this every week. You can do this once a month. You can do your planning all the weeks out. You can be at least 2 weeks ahead. Like my team and I are at least 2 weeks ahead. We have all this week and next week planned out already. I give ideas. I like my ideas, and then we have people that plan it all out for me. I have a great lady that plans it all out for me. Then you can just dip into your other buckets. Like number 6 could be a personal bucket where you're saying, like, you know, your garden's looking great or something with a picture. Like, people like videos. If you can do more videos, the better off you are, because people like to snap into things. People don't like to read things anymore. It's all about videos, right? Like those short reels and stuff, those kind of things, which we're going to talk about too one day. Or you can hit your entrepreneurial bucket where you're curiosity posts about your business and stuff, those kind of things. That's another bucket you can tick out, or any of the other 5 buckets we talked about. And that's what I'm telling you right now. That's it works, okay? It works, especially videos, okay? Does anybody on here tried Reels? Have you gotten into Reels? Are you okay with doing lives? I'm curious to know on how many people are actually doing lives out there, because you know what? Sometimes that's what we have to do. We have to go out of our comfort zone. Because if you'd have told me, like again, I told you in the beginning, if you'd have told me that I was going to be doing lives and training and stuff, I would have told you no way in. Never. I never would. But here I am and loving it, okay? So like I said, we got a week's worth of content in minutes, right? And it didn't take that much. You got to just break it down. When you get overwhelmed, like I talked about last week, I said when you get overwhelmed or too much information makes the brain do nothing, right? So this is where you need to just go break it down. Okay, what do I actually need? I need 7 posts for the week. I need 7 posts. So let's get that done. Let's pick a topic. 5 of them will be about that. 2 of them will just be about random stuff, okay? About who you are. I think that's doable. Would you agree that that's kind of doable? I don't know, no matter when you're listening to this, whether it's Wednesday or Thursday or next month or next year, this is never going to go out of style, I guess. It's always going to be effective, okay? Oh, excuse me. Now, either, like I said, you do it weekly or monthly. Look at me, look at my notes, and I've already said it. Look, I'm so ahead of time. No more posting and praying. No more getting stuck in the scroll hole. How many of you ever got stuck in the scroll hole? I got to go on my phone to do something. My Facebook, if it's open, I automatically start scrolling, and I'm like, how did that happen? Like, I just started scrolling, and I'm stuck in the scroll hole, and I didn't even want to be. So I have another question, another thing for you. Talk about habits. Last year, I went on a challenge, and I lost 25 pounds, and I didn't have fries. Like, fries are, like, salt for me is the big thing. So I cut out salt. It was a huge thing. And I still don't use a lot of salt right now. But that was in May when I did that. In July, no, it was in August. A friend of ours' birthday, so we were staying at a different place. And first time we'd go, because where I live, in this town of 30 people, there's a restaurant or a bar 15 minutes south, or I can go to Saskatoon, which is a bigger center, for an hour away or another half an hour. Like, we don't go out to eat very often. We eat here, my husband and I. We don't go out to eat anywhere. So anyway, I decided that I wanted some fries. We get to the bar and to have something to eat, and he says, you gonna have a hamburger and fries? I said, no, I just want fries. I just want fries, because I felt like I had been deprived, right? So anyway, they put the fries in front of me, and automatically I grabbed the salt, and I was putting salt on it, and I was looking at my hand like it wasn't even my own. Like, I was like, where did that come from? Like, I have not used salt in like probably 4 months or 3 months, and all of a sudden I was like it had been my job. Like, you know. So anyway, those are kind of things I talk about with habits. It's just weird to me how your body can, like, you get stuck in the scroll and all of a sudden you go, hey, I come onto this phone for a reason and I can't remember why. And that's kind of what we need to stop and recognize that, okay? Recognize that we're doing a habit that isn't making us money. It's not, it's not making you anywhere close to being any kind of money, okay? This is our business and it's up to us. It's up to us to be business-like, okay? Several ways to schedule this content. There's the old school where you can put it down on your planner, right, and plan it all out, and you can have it all planned out for the week. You can do that. You can write that down, or you can go and if you'd like to have that planner that I can help you out with, just put your hand up and say planner. Tell me in the comments planner, and I will get you the one that it's for a weekly one that you can plan out every one of your posts. Okay, so I can get that to you if you'd like. Leave that in the comments. Or there's Trello. Have you ever heard of Trello? Has anybody heard of Trello? They're really cool. These boards come up and you can put it by day, by month. Like it's an amazing thing, and it's a free app. I highly suggest you try it and have a look at it. And it's easy and super user friendly. Okay, I have a free Trello board that can show you if you can book your whole monthly stuff in there. Like you can put the pictures in there, have it all planned out so that when you're on your phone and you're busy, you're at a halt, like you're camping somewhere or something. If you can't schedule things because it's not in a group, you have to actually post every day. Then you just go to your Trello board and you pull up ones that you've already planned from a month ago. Okay, so it's all in there. I have an actual plan that goes Monday. Like it's amazing. You're going to want to grab it. Just say Trello, and I will send that to you. Okay, and I'm going to have a Trello board training very, very soon too. So I'm excited about that because it's a really, really cool. It's a cool asset to have. Okay, we'll get that to you. It has daily. My Trello board has daily theme ideas. You can put in comments on there. You can put in ideas because sometimes you get ideas and don't realize that you got nowhere to write them down. Well, this Trello board has. You can put them anywhere. And if you stay, there's workplaces in there. You start at a workplace, and if you have more than 10 boards, and they want you to pay up, so then just have more workspaces. So there's ways that we can make you stay free. So keep in touch with that. I will be doing that one soon. If you're interested into that Trello, drop interested in the comments, and I will get to that one. Now that we got this down, you'll be so grateful just to go in once a week to your group and schedule posts, like I said, or go daily to that Trello board, or go to your planner that you want from me, to say planner, and I will get that to you. But you just go look at that and you know it's brain dead because it's all right there. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about it. And when that happens, things get consistent, and consistent on social media is where it's at. So people always ask me, do you just do Facebook? And I'm like, right now I'm just doing Facebook because I want it to be so down pat that I don't have to worry about it. I'm right now working on Facebook ads, those kind of things. Like, there's always something I'm learning, and at my age, that is so cool that I can still learn things, and I'm loving it. Okay, because this day and age, we're all looking for the big quick fix, right? We're all looking for that next quick fix that's going to fix all our businesses and fix all our lives, right? But instant gratification in this world is huge. That's what everybody's looking for. So remember, buckets. Choose one, then choose the subject from one of those buckets, and it's going to be your star content. Really, really easy. Okay, star content. That's your live is going to be about. It shouldn't even be number 5. It should be number 1 because you need to go at least 5 minutes live and talk about your star content. So if you're going to talk about energy, talk about energy. Okay. So then you're going to talk about inspire. I think it says educate. Yeah. Educate, entertain, and engage. Okay. Those are the types that you're going to go just from your star. So our star content, what I was talking about in my example, was energy. Talk about energy in our live, then we inspire talking about energy, we educate talking about energy, and we entertain talking about energy because entertaining is my deal. I like to entertain. And when we educate, and we engage, call to action. Okay, those kind of things are what we need to be doing. Sprinkle a lifestyle post in there, curiosity post about your business, maybe your team, and then you have 5 others. You have 6 other buckets, 5 other buckets to choose from, right? Lots of stuff to post about, my friends. Do not tell me you have nothing to post about. You all have something. Maybe my life's not exciting. I always get told I have nothing to post about. Yes, you do. Trust me, you do. Well, so as one of the top customer getters in my company, I am a partier. I like to party. And the reason, how do you think I party? Online. I'm an online partier because I live outside of a small town, right? I have a great. I was a customer I'm going to tell you the story about myself first. As I started, this is from been in my company for over 9 years. I started as a customer. My daughter highly suggested that I become a customer. I was pretty happy with what I was using, but she decided I should use hers. I'm like, okay. So I was so impressed with it that when she came to visit, I set up a party for her, an in-home party, because at that time Facebook wasn't all that active as it is now for online marketing. And we went to that party, and on the way there, she said, if you don't sign up and become a rep with me, then I'm going to make all the money. And I thought, well, heck with that, right? So I signed up on the way to the party, and I've never looked back. Somebody asked me the other day, what did you make from your first party? And I said, I don't know. And they were kind of stunned, because I do know my numbers pretty good. And I said, I don't know. You know why? It's because I still have 3 customers out of 4 out of that first party I ever did. So it's called residual income, people, and we need to be looking more into that for sure. Do something once and get paid over and over and over and over again. It's a cool deal. So that's my story on how I signed up. After you showed my friends and family that were around me, then it was time to get new. When things slow down, you get new. And you go on to new. And I took my own advice just yesterday, and I booked 2 more parties because I wanted new. I wanted new people. Like they are customers of mine, but they are new. And this is what I'm going to tell you about booking parties and stuff. This is what I'm going to be doing. My course is coming out next month, and it's about ready to party for profits. And this is all about from booking your parties to there we go. I'm trying to find my notes. I already know. From booking your parties to the actual online event, and then to the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up, my friends. That is where everything is to customer retention. Why am the customers that order for me, it's crazy on Black Friday. And crazy during the month. I can be the top of sales every month. Like I can do between 3,000 to 5,000 in sales every month. If you're interested in something like that, let me know. If you're ready for profits, ready to party for profits, you need to sign up for this one, okay? Just say link, and I'll drop you the link in the comments, okay? As I said, I booked 2 parties. I'm excited about the one that I asked 4 people if they do a party for me yesterday, and 2 came back yes, and 2 came back no, not this month, but next. So yes, I never hold anything any emotion to it anymore. If they say no, it's okay. It's okay. Next. That's all good. So those are the kind of things we're going to talk about in Ready to Party for Profits, my course. So we'll get you set up to rock your sales and recruits this summer like a boss, because that's what it's all about, okay? Remember to drop link in the comments if you want to get in on that. Hope this helped you. Please message me if you have any questions, any comments that you'd like to talk to me personally. If you don't want to put it in the comments, make sure you get a hold of me. Getting it right online is going to be so much. It's growing like crazy, and I'm so excited to be here. Until next time, guys, be bold, be brave, but most importantly, be you.